The story of my life will be good because I'm going to write it by myself. These are words of Winston Churchill. Are you going to write the story of your life by yourself or being dependent on destiny, on circumstances, on challenges? You can decide it by yourself. In his poem called The Road Not Taken, Robert Frost encourages to choose the less traveled path, the less crowded path, which can be a bit greater than your reality, but equal to the sphere of your dream. In the poem, the lyrical hero tries to choose between two paths. It's a symbol. It symbolizes human life, human path, which is like not not a draft or not unlike research papers or fictional writing. You can re-edit it as many times as you wish, and there could be drafts, there could be final versions, but in the story of your life there is one paper, and over the years there will be shown it is more like a draft or more like a professional writing, given how successful your life is, what are your values, what are your achievements, etc., and direction, depending on your circumstances and choices. The Road Not Taken is a poem of choice, poem about decision making, and the ontological hesitations of the literary hero, of the lyrical hero, who tries to choose between two paths. One is crowded path, is the crowded traveled path, and the second is the less traveled path. And he wants to choose between them, but the challenge rests on the following. Uncertainty. He's not sure which of them is better. Another challenge is that once he chooses, he cannot come back. There is no way back. It's all about life. It's all about the fundamental direction of your life. Well, first of all, let's discuss what does it mean to choose the traveled path. The traveled path can be both negative and positive. In a positive sense, it could just mean social structure, social norms, and most of the timelines and expectations, social and individual level things that are characteristics of human existence. But sometimes you should practice non-standard thinking, creative solutions to your problems, which require you to choose the less traveled path. Of course, this is when it comes to, for example, moral values. It's all about absolute truth. I'm not talking about that. But the less traveled path is the non-standard, uncrowded path, which is very difficult, which may symbolize the Everest of your dreams, which may symbolize the Everest of your challenges, the peak of your destination, and a kind of reality that the traveled path, the ordinary path, wouldn't you allow to achieve. What refers to the less traveled path, if we go deeper into that, it's individual. The less traveled path is different for different people. It was different for Napoleon Bonaparte. It was different for Shakespeare. For example, Shakespeare did something truly through an untraveled, less traveled path, showing unprecedented genius. But you don't need to be Shakespeare or another genius to follow the less traveled path. It's individual and is based on your own life circumstances. Robert Frost's poetry overall is highly philosophical and existential. The road not taken, or the less traveled path, is the key idea of the poem. And the road not taken is a poem about existential choices, encouraging you to choose the path which is less traveled, and as mentioned in the poem, that is the path that makes the difference, makes a huge difference in the poem. Choosing the unfamiliar, choosing the uncertain. It's not about crazily, blindly choosing just what is uncertain. No, it's about choosing your path, your destiny, which is aligned with your values, capacities, and capabilities, but also which may be less traveled, not easily attainable. So it should be compatible with your reality, but a bit challenging to achieve. And it would make all the difference, transforming your life. I would like to talk about a street, but before coming to that other point, I would like to mention that when I teach this class in my American Literature Club at Washington English Center, I focus on the philosophical aspect, which is essential in this poem. And students often discuss how to make the right decision. I give them interactive tasks, group discussions, to using frameworks, etc., how to make the right decision. For example, ethical decision making, there are framework practiced, etc. It's a hard question, but the right decision should align with moral values, should align with your future goals and your life direction. That would be a right decision. And overall, decision making is not an easy task. The art of decision making refers to business communication, professional networking, career choices, and other fundamental human experiences that require a great resilience, emotional, epistemological, and cognitive capabilities that you should be able to practice. I would like to highlight an important dimension in terms of decision making. At least one of these is now going on in your life. You are either making a wrong decision about something, you are making the right decision about something, or you are on an indecision mode, not making a decision at all. The right decision making is something wonderful. Decisions will bring results. Making the right decision, taking the right path, maybe it's the less traveled path, given Robert Frost's poem, it will give you great results. But what if you have made a wrong decision? It's not the end of the world, but you should do your best to avoid wrong decision making. What refers to indecision, this is something about stagnation, intellectual, moral, or other types of stagnation, maybe educational stagnation, or other educational, academic, or career-related stagnations. Indecision is also a type of decision. Indecision is a way of passive decision making. So you should be careful with that. Sometimes your inaction, your indecision may affect your future in a stronger way, in a more profound way than you could imagine. And to sum up, Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken, a classical example in American literature, is all about making the right choices, existential choices for your life. And mostly the message refers to choosing the less traveled path, choosing the path which may seem challenging but highly rewarding for you. It's like encouraging you to climb the Everest of your dreams, taking the less traveled path, which is not crowded, but which could be even risky a bit. I'm talking about calculated risks, of course, but if it even seems a bit riskier but more rewarding, you should give it a try. You should choose the less traveled path and write the story of your life by yourself, following Winston Churchill's wisdom And in that case, the story will be good, the story will serve you rather than destroy you. If this video resonated with you, you may subscribe to my channel to follow future reflections regarding philosophy, poetry, literature, and existential thinking. Thank you for watching.